So this is going to be an instructional slash overview video of the Hymer MLT Xperience 570. This is 3.5 ton vehicle. We are going to go around the external of the vehicle and then we will go into the habitation area and cab area. So first thing, I'm going to show you how to open the bonnet. This is just in case you need to get access to the bonnet area, mainly for jump starting the vehicle. So if you come round to the passenger door, open the passenger door, and just down here in the footwell you'll see a lever. If you pull that down once, that will then release the bonnet. So as you can see, I have now got the bonnet open. Your bonnet support arm is on the left hand side in front of the driver, and as you can see here, we've got your AdBlue fill, your engine oil here, screen wash just down here, and then if you need to jump start the vehicle for any reason, this is your positive terminal, which you push this red cap in, and then your negative point is just down here, just on that nipple just there. That is going to be your negative point. So now we are going to carry on around the vehicle. So we'll start on the passenger side. So at the passenger door, to fill up your vehicle, you need to open the passenger door and you will get access to your diesel fill just there. That is secured and locked by the door here. Then here we've got your habitation leisure battery. So that is your leisure battery just here. And then we've got your master on and off switch there. So you can turn off this switch and that will switch off the full power to the habitation area. And then in the locker above, we've got your main breaker just here. So that is if you are plugging in on campsite or at home on your 240 volt mains. If something trips, it will potentially be here. Other than that, it will be one of your fuses on your 12 volt system, and all your fuses are just here labelled up. Down here in the bottom right, we've got your frost protect valve. So this valve triggers when it hits 3 degrees or less, and you need access to this valve if you need to drain your vehicle, i.e. your boiler. So this is going to protect your boiler. So currently this is in the open position because this blue button is out at the moment. To shut this valve, you just need to twist on top and then push this button in. So now that frost protect valve is isolated and ready to fill up your boiler. If you need to empty your boiler of water for winter, or you're not using it for a while, all you need to do is twist this lever on top. That triggers the valve and the button is out, and the water out of your boiler will drain straight out of the vehicle. Here we have got your toilet cassette. To release your toilet cassette, you just need to lift up this green handle here underneath and pull towards you. If you need to empty or clean your toilet cassette, to empty it, you just need to twist this nozzle out, take the green cap off, and then if you tilt up, that puts air into the top of the cassette so the fluids flow out without splattering you. Also, you can open the blade here to clean internal of the toilet cassette with a hose pipe. Once finished, put the cap back on and the nozzle twisted back in, and then all you need to do is align it and push it back into place, and making sure that that green tab there is securely down and your toilet cassette is ready to use. Here we have got your freshwater fill. All you need to do is use your habitation key, take the cover off, put your hose pipe in. When the water starts to come out of this hole, that means your freshwater tank is completely full. Before doing this though, you will need to close your drain valve on your freshwater tank, which is internal. Here we have got your gas locker and some more storage. So you've got a removable shelf here, so you can put more storage in, or if you want to put 11 kilogram tanks in here, you can do so. You will lose that shelf though. Obviously you can fit 2 6 kilogram tanks in here with the shelf in, and then your regulator is at the top. Also on these gas hoses you have got a safety valve as well, so when you turn on your tanks you need to push this black button in, and that just primes the system from the gas tanks to the regulator. And then here we've got a grey hose which you can take off and connect onto the grey hose valve. This is on the driver's side behind the rear axle. The reason you need to do this is if the grey waste grid is not drivable over, and then obviously you can reach with about a metre of hose to a grid. And then the last thing on the passenger side, we have access to your garage area. The garage door is on a gas strut, and then you've got a rail system around here, so you can get clips to go into this rail system, so like tie down straps so you can tie down. And then in here we've got your fresh water tank. I'll show you this on the other side, it's a bit easier, and we do have obviously some storage shelving as well. So here we've got your external shower, which is in the garage area. So you got your control valve here, and then obviously your shower head. Above your shower head we've got two 240 volt sockets and a 12 volt socket. And then in here is going to be your freshwater tank. So you can either access this through this hatch here. So you just take this cover off, and then the instructions are labelled here, but basically on that black valve there you need to twist this open. So if you want to drain your freshwater tank to 20 litres, a quarter turn of this valve will drain your tank to 20 litres for travelling. And then if you want to drain your tank completely empty, 2 full turns of this valve will completely empty your freshwater tank. And then obviously if you want to fill your tank up, you just need to shut this valve, and that will let you fill up your freshwater tank completely full. In the garage as well we have got some lights which are on a button in the middle. Here we have got your mains connection. Right below that is your grey waste release there. So like I said, on that extension tube you can connect onto this to extend this. Here we've got an external gas point, so this is just a quick release connection here, and then obviously your gas tap. And as you can see, we've got the electric step out. As you can see, this vehicle does come with an awning. I will send a separate link how to set up and use the awning. Also, I will send a separate link on your Truma control panel. You've got controls here for your electric step. press and hold and keep hold until it's fully out. Then obviously we've got lighting. These are all dimmable as well, so if you push it once it will turn the lights off, push it again it will turn them on, and then if you push and hold it will then dim the lights, and if you want to make them brighter, push and hold again the opposite way and it will go brighter. So we'll start in the cab area first. So we have blackout blinds. All you need to do is pinch this connection here and then slide them along, and they will mate there on a magnetic strip. Same in the middle, pinch, slide along, and then these will meet in the middle on a magnetic strip and join together. Click them back into place. Just be careful with these because they are very delicate and you can break them quite easily if you're rough with them. As you can see, we've got a lot of controls on the steering wheel, and then we have two controls down here. This left one here is to pull in your electric step. So this is in case really you get comfortable, forget that the step's out, you can press and hold this button and it will bring the step in. And then here we've got your grey waste electric drain valve. So basically this is how you drain your motorhome on your grey waste side. And now we will go over the habitation area. As you can see up here we've got reading lights which are on flexible, and then you've got a USB point up here. In this cupboard will give you access to your Truma heating control panel. Like I said, I will send a separate link on this control panel, how to operate. On this vehicle it has a TV inside. To release this you need to push and hold this button in here, and that releases the mechanism, and then it will swivel out like so. And then when putting it back you just need to tuck it in. There's two clips up there, tuck it in there and push it back in, and it will push the button in and it will clip back into place like so. Above the habitation door, this is your control panel. So all you need to do is touch the screen and let it load up. Sometimes they take a few seconds, sometimes they take a few minutes. This is just because they are updating. And then up here we've got a few settings. So we've got 12 volt. So as you can see, it's asking for an update already. I'll update later. So as you can see, 12 volt, I'm currently running off the battery. So I can turn this off and it turns all the 12 volt lights off and the 12 volt system. Turn it on and it does go to a different colour. Here, what looks like a plug is going to be your indication for when you are connected to mains hookup. And then next one, we have got your water pump. On your water pump, you just want to make sure you've got water in your fresh water tank, because you don't want to run that pump dry. If you do turn on the pump and the pump is running with no water, you will potentially burn the pump out. Up here we've got some indications, obviously vehicle battery, mains battery, percentage of your fresh and grey waste. And then down here we've got different settings you can go through. Commercial, you can turn on your lights here. You've got your fridge, you can turn on your fridge from here as well, or you can turn it on at the fridge itself. Personal, I think you can download the app and put some different options in here. Installation, so we can turn on the heating from here or turn it on from the actual control panel itself. You've got your 12 volt switch as well from here. Some of these are doubling up everything. We've got your boiler here for your water, and then you could turn your water pump on again from here. vehicle details, so giving you an overview of the vehicle. So here's your water and grey waste. The next one, power, is going to give you your vehicle battery, your mains battery. It's going to give you your solar panel, what it's pulling, solar current, chassis info, which is the cab size. It's currently telling me this vehicle has 19 kilometers on it, telling me the windscreen washer is okay, the fuel is at 4%, and it's saying that AdBlue is at 96%. You got some central locking stuff on here, which is through the app. So you can do a few bits on this, but there is a lot of it which is doubling up because it is connected to the master controls of the Truma heating or the fridge. Here we've got your kitchen area. You've got a pull out extra fold away table. We've got a 3-ring gas burner. So on your gas burner, one safety thing we do highlight is on the glass cover. Just keep this glass cover up after using, just let the gas rings cool down after around 15 to 20 minutes. The reason for this, you could potentially shatter this cover because of the temperature difference. In this drawer here, you got storage underneath, and then above you got your cutlery tray and some more storage. And just down here we do have internal gas isolation valves. These are always in the open position at the moment, but if one of the appliances goes faulty, i.e. the fridge or the oven or the hob, you can actually isolate this, so then you can use the other appliances. We've got a nice big sink bowl here, and your tap above. So on your tap, if we want to prime your system, i.e. prime all your water, pipe work and your boiler, the first thing we need to do is fill up your freshwater tank. Once your freshwater tank is completely full, obviously you need to make sure that all the valves are shut, so your freshwater black knob valve is shut so it fills up. If you want to fill up your hot water side, you need to make sure the black valve with the blue buttons on are closed so your boiler can fill up. And then what we need to do, once we've filled the freshwater tank up, turn on the pump at the control panel, and once the pump is on, all you need to do is open the tap on the cold side. When the water starts to come through at a steady flow, that means your cold water side is primed, ready to use. Twist it to the hot side, and then this is going to do is fill up your boiler first. So on your boiler holds around 10 litres of your fresh water. So the fresh water is going to go from the fresh tank into the boiler, and then it will eventually come through the tap. When you get a steady flow on the hot side, that means your boiler and your full water system is primed, so you can now shut the tap, leave the pump switch on because it's all pressurized, and then when you are ready to use, you'll have obviously cold water on demand. Your hot water, obviously you need to turn on the Truma control panel to get the hot water heated up. When draining the vehicle, if you're draining everything completely empty, good practice to leave the taps open. It just lets rest of the water, especially for winter, any water in the pipe work, lets gravity pull it through and get rid of all that water as much as possible. Next we have your fridge and freezer. You can open this both ways. So if you are in bed, you can access the fridge area to get your snacks. And then, like I said, you can turn a lot of things on and off from the master control panel on the Hymer control panel, or you can turn it on and off from here. All you need to do is press and hold this knob, push it in, and that will light up, and then it will go through the settings to turn on the fridge and your temperature. And then up here we've got your oven, your gas oven. So we've got a light up here on the top left, and then here we've got your igniter, and then obviously we've got your knob at the top here which you push in and twist to obviously get the gas to come through. And this is on a handle here, locking into place. In the shower cubicle / toilet area, so on your toilet, you got a Thetford blue button here. So the blue button is going to use your fresh water to swill out the bowl, and then you've got a light indicator to the left side that will light up when your toilet cassette is full, and then you need to empty it. And then obviously we've got storage in here. You've got a 240 volt socket up there, got more storage here, and then to set up your showering area, all you need to do is push this black button in here. That will then swivel around, and then use this clip here. This then creates your shower cubicle, and obviously you use your pull out tap here and put it onto the rail above and shut this door, and that will give you your shower cubicle. Also down here you got a heating vent just down there, so in here you can dry things on this rail up here. You can hang stuff up here so it's drying out. And then in the bed area, obviously we've got 2 single beds, or we can make up with this piece here, pull this here, and that makes up into a king size bed. But if you do make this up, you need to access this in here, and this is a pull out extra step which comes around here to give you access to climb up. So that secures nicely away there. And then down here under this cover, this red cap gives you access to your grey waste. So this is really if you want to clean internally with a hose pipe or any other reason to get access to your grey waste tank. In these cupboards, more storage, and then you do have a light there, as you can see. Just turn it on and off with a button. This one, same again, lots of storage in here. Another light there. Or another way you can access this is by lifting up this piece here. You can access from above. Obviously you've got a hanging rail here. And then you've got plenty of storage cabinets above. Got some sockets up there on each side, 240 volt, USB and Type C. And then you've got these like wall lights you can slide around on the rail as well. They're plugged in on the Type C. Up here we do have a big skylight. To access this, you just need to pull down this winder and then wind away, and that will then eventually start to lift up. The ventilation there for that skylight, and obviously every window has blackout blinds and fly screens as well. So that is the instructional / overview video of the Hymer MLT Xperience 570. If you have any more questions about this product, drop a comment below, or you can always drop us an email.